Okie dokie. We're going with the old lineup again. We're going to fight our dad in Battle of Pokemon again. Battlebug City. Here we come. Was his name Norman? Is that like kind of like because, you know, it's just pretty much same spelling as normal, only with the last letter replaced? Yeah, Norman. Norman the Normal. Well, I wouldn't call him normal. He's not a very good follower in this game, is he? It's the equivalent of like a martial artist that doesn't pay attention to their kids and just focuses on training more than anything else. They'd be like great at like, you know, your martial arts, but a terrible follower because they're very neglectful as a result. Dad, here we go. Mike, I had a feeling that you would come. I would never refuse to accept a challenge from you. You do understand. Inside a gym, it doesn't matter that we are a parent and child. No, because we are parent and child, we owe it to each other to do the best we can. Isn't that right, Mike? No, it'd be funny if he didn't remember your name, just like, why are you, Professor Oak? I guess that's the reason Professor Oak doesn't pay attention to his grandson, because he's always so absorbed in his work. And you have less Pokemon than Flannery, what the hell? Wow, your slacking's actually higher level than my lazy ass slacking right here. But the difference is, I've actually, you know, increased its stats with, well, it couldn't really use, like, protein, calcium, carbs, and all that for very long before it was like, it won't have any effect. Slacking's too badass for that. I'm gonna counter whoever attacks me. You made a foolish mistake. Revenge! Well, where's your counterattack? One-shot it, and Blissey is quite a pain in the ass Pokemon to deal with. Also, this is kind of stupid, but in this, like, I think it was Breloom actually. Okay, Breloom versus Clefairy. Breloom has the best odds. This Clefairy was able to infatuate it and confuse it, so my freaking Breloom just pretty much screwed itself over and I lost to a freaking Clefairy. Don't underestimate these normal, cutesy looking Pokemon. They will kick your ass if they're able to inflict their bullshit on you. It's a pain in the ass. Kangaskhan! Counter! Oh yeah, this is how, isn't it? I was wondering why we had some Kanto and Johto region Pokemon that we don't encounter in the game on the Pokedex. Because Battle Frontier doesn't register them. But gym battles do. Where the hell did you even get Kangaskhan, Dad? Have you been out of the Horn region again to level up? It's like, Dad, can I borrow your Kangaskhan for the Pokedex? No! But, Dad, I've got to complete the Pokedex. Ow! My nipples. Of course. I'm gonna focus punch you in the frickin' face. Nope. Stop talking to my champ, you're screwing everything up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Spinda! I'm crap at predicting your moves, so I couldn't do anything there. What a shame. For that, I will have to hit you with revenge instead, because it's the better way to go about it. Oh, sure, now you attack someone else, you asshole. Oh, and so do you. That's just freaking grand. Oh wait, no, it hits both. Hits you as well, what the hell? Spinder, you've made even your own teammates freaking dizzy. You're not good for double battles. And Kangaskhan Connie's down. Level up to lazy ass. I mean, look at that. On average, it always has like good attack, but special defense lacking. HP is really good. I mean, like, holy shit, he's gonna surpass Gyarados in strength at this rate. You know, Gyarados should do better in the Battle Frontier now that I've actually given him another physical attack. His Hyper Beam being his only physical attack was kind of, you know, not doing him any favors, really, was it? I mean, Bite was literally never used because of that, really. It didn't really do much damage because it's a special attack. Oh shit, lazy ass is down! In! Yep. Wait, now that I think about it, Hyper Beam would be perfect for slacking because he wastes a turn after it anyway. Or would he waste a turn after that turn? If that's the case, then that's some serious bullshit. Linoon! Revenge! Ah, we have a challenger. Someone who could withstand such an attack from a chap and live to tell the tale. I must say, that is quite impressive, sir. I must say, Rock Smash is absolutely useless, sir. Strength is the only thing you got going for you, Linoon. Everything else is shit. Well, I suppose Cut is decent enough. But still, you're gonna use a healing item, I just know it. So knowing that, I'm gonna use Focus Punch. You didn't use a healing item, you bullshitted me! Wait, I guess it's because he focuses his punch already a lot faster than everything else. Too bad it takes the longest amount of time to use. Like a full turn. Nearly one-shotted Spinder. That either goes to show that Linoon's actually not all that bad, or more likely that Spinder isn't really all that strong. But yeah, one shot. Yeah. You're going down. Or not. You son of a bitch. Ha! Vital throw! Maybe that was going too hard. Wow, you give me a lot more money. Is this my pocket money for the month for what? Like, what is your dream? My dream? It has already come true, actually. For me to surpass you in strength of Pokemon. I have defeated the Elite Four, I'll have you know, and that's how we're gonna end the LP as well, actually. Probably. Like, after, we get through all the Battle Frontier stuff, maybe have another go at the Elite Four, see what they've got new Pokemon-wise. Although they'll still be anticlimactic, probably, but yeah, it's better than Fire Red, where we end the LP looking at the Pokedex, if I recall. But maybe we also looked at, we challenged Elite Four, I don't know. We did, I think, actually, but then we checked the Pokedex after, so... What I'd like to do is, you know, check the Pokedex, you know, at random points, like whenever we catch a Pokemon, you know? I can't remember what ones we looked at, though. Did we look at Raichu's one? If it stores too much electricity, its behavior turns aggressive. To avoid this, it occasionally discharges excess energy and calms itself down. Too much entries. It has long been said that each of the Ninetales embody an enchanted power. Long-lived Ninetales will have fur that shines like gold. Jigglypuff. Nothing can avoid falling asleep here, and Jigglypuff's song, sound waves of its singing voice match the brain waves of someone in a deep sleep. And that's where you can find them. north of Rustaborough on that little bit of land that you have to surf on the side to get to. I don't think I have any moonstones to be able to evolve Jigglypuff to Wigglytuff. And there's no Lunatones in this game, so you can't get the moonstone off them, which is bullshit. Why couldn't they add them in both versions? Its fangs easily puncture even thick animal hide. It loves to feast on the blood of people and Pokemon. It flits about in darkness and strikes from behind. Well, that's pleasant. Surprise bite on the ass sex or something, I don't know. Now, I think we caught a Gloom and actually saw that. I think we also saw a Golbat's one, actually, now I think about it. In season when it produces more pollen. Damn you, Vileplume! You vile bastard! Don't you know I have hay fever? It's been acting up lately as well. Just like, when I sneeze, I sound like a damn hamster. And my eyes are just like, ah! And my nose just feels like it's a freaking volcano. Like, not like in the sneezing kind of way, but more in the kind of, it feels like my nose is burning. But anyways, the air around a Vileplume turns yellow with the powder as it walks. The pollen is highly toxic and causes paralysis. Oh, thanks, Vileplume. That's just great to know. Did we see Psylocke's one? Yeah, we must have, because I remember a part where we went through those ones. Did we see Kadabra's one? It is rumored that a boy with psychic ability suddenly transformed into Kadabra while he was assisting research into extrasensory powers. But more likely case, it just evolved from Abra. Alakazam! While it has strong psychic abilities and high intelligence, and Alakazam's muscles are very weak, it uses psychic power to move its body. Ah, it makes sense why its attack and defense stats are absolutely shit, but everything else is good. So, that's its one weakness, I suppose. If you hit it with a normal attack, it's more likely to knock him out properly. You know, I like how we've got, like, a Machamp, but haven't got Machoke, because I didn't bother to evolve Machop yet, but decided to use the cheat to have Machamp appear, because I can't trade the Pokemon. It's just like, hey, you didn't even bother to evolve it yet? Well, in due time, sure. But I've got all the Pokemon to raise right now, and Machamp's a badass. It is impossible to defend against punched and chopped doled out by its forearms. Its fighting spirit flares up when it faces a tough opponent. That's bullshit. We saw that his punches failed a lot. All you have to do is get, like, hit in the nipple or something, and he'd just be like, no, I can't fight now. You know, you may be wondering, why are we just, like, going for the Pokedex entries? I thought you were taking on gym leaders. Well, we're halfway there, right? Let's get the Pokedex entries out of the way. Because, you know, just holding it off until later will just result in Fire Red all over again. It lives in complex rock formations on the ocean floor and traps prey using its 80 tentacles, and it becomes a hentai, and I think we've seen that one before. How about Graveler? It is sent from mountains by tumbling down steep slopes. They are so brutal they smash aside obstructing trees and massive boulders with thunderous tackles. So basically they are, Gorons, then, I suppose. It is said to live in volcanic craters. No, you sound even more like a Goron now. On mountain peaks, once a year it sheds its hide and grows larger. The shed hide crumbles and returns to the soil. I think I'll raise the golem that we have. At some point, anyway. It is actually free Magnemite linked by magnetism. It generates powerful radio waves that raises temperatures by 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit within a 3,300 foot radius. I wasn't meant to do that. Still haven't evolved due to a Dodrio yet. Or just caught a Dodrio at Safari Zone, but they're kind of a rare encounter. I haven't evolved you yet, but you have potential. You certainly don't, but we can't find you in this region anyway. Haven't evolved you yet, and you're definitely going on the team for the Battle Frontier, probably. Because you're pretty tough. Possibly Weezing, possibly Rhydon, but I'm still unsure. Still haven't evolved you into Seadra, and I haven't got Kingdra yet because, well, it's stupid really. It's like, when I evolve into Seadra and have the right item, I have the right item, but I haven't evolved it. So I'm not like gonna get the cheat used to get Kingdra, because you need to trade it with the item, and I can't do that in this. And yet we did that with freaking Machamp. What the hell? Still haven't evolved you. I've evolved you though. People in ancient times imagined that Starmie would transform from the reflections of stars that twinkled on gentle waves that night. Has to have a water stone to evolve it, so get like the blue shard and trade it to the shard hunter guy. I wonder if Pinsir would do any good. I don't know. Probably not. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it has some potential. I haven't checked this entry myself, to be honest. It unfailingly catches prey in darkness, knocked out all their success to superior vision that allows them to see in minimal light, and to their supple and silent wings. I haven't evolved most of these Johto Pokemon that we actually got from the Safari Zone. Have we seen Crobat's entry? Over the course of evolution, its hind legs turned into wings by alternately resting its front and rear wings. It can fly all day without having to stop. My, aren't you full of energy? Haven't evolved you, Aller. Haven't evolved you. Haven't evolved you, and you've got like 2 different evolution forms here. It's just like, wow. Haven't even evolved Marill or even got a Azurill yet. Its flower petals deepen in color through exposure to sunlight when cloudy weather persists. It does a dance that is thought to be a ritual for summoning the sun. What? But the sun's always out there, or does it just like part the clouds, or what? Or does it actually physically summon the sun? Because if that's the case, you're an apocalyptic Pokemon at that. Just like, holy shit, what were you thinking? You have to use a Sunstone to evolve Sunkern to Sunflora, or oh my gosh, as I called it, because you know, Mystery Dungeon. Sunflora converts solar energy into nutrition. They are highly active in the warm daytime, but suddenly stop moving as soon as the sun sets. If you want to find like loads of Sunstones, just catch a bunch of Solrock, and occasionally one will be holding one. I haven't evolved you either. Let's see. Haven't evolved you yet. Or you. Heracross could potentially be pretty badass. I mean, we've seen him kick some ass in the Battle Frontier, so he's probably pretty good for that. Haven't evolved you, haven't evolved you, haven't evolved you. Haven't evolved you, of course. Still haven't got you, like I said, haven't evolved you. Houndoom Pack, the one with its horns raked sharply back, serves a leadership role. They choose their leader by fighting among themselves. Well, where have we seen that before? Oh yes, various different animals. Now, we can't actually get a Lekid because we can't get Electabuzz, so we wouldn't be able to get the Lekid. Did we ever check Grovyle and Sceptile's entries? These grow out of this Pokemon's body. They help assure a Grovyle from the eyes of its enemies while it is in a thickly overgrown forest. That's pretty much the description of its Mystery Dungeon location as well, isn't it? The friend zones. The only acceptable friend zones there, isn't it? It's just like, when you get friend zoned in real life, it's just like, no! But friend zones in Mystery Dungeon games are awesome. Why didn't they have them in the sequels? In the jungle, its power is without equal. Its Pokemon carefully grows trees and plants. It regulates its body temperatures by basking in sunlight. Wait, does it actually grow trees? I mean, not just out of his ass, but actually grows trees? Seriously, May, you didn't even evolve it to Blaziken. That's just sad. In the wild, Mightyena live in a pack. They never defy their leader's orders. They defeat foes with perfectly coordinated teamwork. So, partly like Team Aqua and Magma then, except without, you know, perfectly coordinated teamwork that defeat their foes. Because they never do that. Did we ever see Linoon's one? It's exceedingly fast if it only has to run in a straight line. When it spots pond-dwelling prey underwater, it quickly leaps in and catches it with its sharp claws. I'm not sure if we saw Silcoon. It prepares for evolution using the energy it's stored while it has the Wimple. It keeps watch over the surroundings with its 2 eyes. It's taken longer than I was expecting. Its colorfully patterned wings are its most prominent feature. It flies through flower-covered fields collecting pollen. It attacks ferociously when angered. Again with the pollen. It's the season for pollen, and it's horrible. To avoid detection by its enemies, hides motionlessly beneath the large leaves and in the gap of branches. It also attaches dead leaves to its body for camouflage. I haven't evolved you to dust dogs yet, obviously, as you saw. In the evening, it takes great delight in popping out of... yeah, I remember you. You're a little asshole with that, aren't you? When it hears festive music, all the cells in its body become stimulated and it begins moving in rhythm. It does not quail even when it faces a tough opponent. It will always dance. I haven't evolved you yet. Did I see Flipper's entry? It skims the top of waves as it flies. When it spots prey, it uses its large beak to scoop up the victim with water and protects its eggs with its beak. Have we seen these entries? I can't even remember. A girl has a psychic power to create a rip in the dimensions and see into the future. It is said to dance pure pleasure on sunny mornings. Too bad it can't speak human languages, just like, hey Curlia, what do you see in the future? Do you see me completing the Pokedex? No. Shit. It apparently does not feel the pull of gravity because it supports itself with psychic power. It will give its life to protect its trainer. A very loyal Pokemon there. You know, the reason I haven't caught a Surskit is because this bullshit right here. I think you can only get them in a swarm, but I can't remember how it works. Maybe they're in a different version and you have to like trade from a different version for the swarm to happen. I don't know, but it's some serious bullshit. It's got its spores from holes in the cap on its head. It loves warm and humid climates. It feeds on trees and plants in fields and forests. It can't keep still because its blood boils with energy. It runs through the fields and mountains all day to calm itself. If it doesn't, it can't sleep at night. You know, it's weird, really. You got a lazy-ass Pokemon that evolves into a very active Pokemon that evolves into a powerful but very lazy Pokemon. Hordes of slacking gather around trees when fruits come into season. They wait around patiently for ripened fruits to fall out of the trees. You know, cause fuck climbing it, right? They could probably punch the entire tree down, but that'd be kind of bad. I haven't evolved you yet. I'm kind of waiting until like, cause this right here is Shedinja, and to get a Shedinja, which I never knew back in the day, what you have to do is evolve Nincada while having extra space in your party, and that space will be taken up by Shedinja, or whatever the hell you pronounce its name as. Who only has 1 HP, but a ton of, like, immunity to various different types of attacks, so you can't hit it unless you have a super effective attack. At least I think it would always have 1 HP, so that's useful as long as your opponent doesn't have that, but they probably will have attacks that can hit it. Ninjask, on the other hand, it doesn't have that kind of weakness and all that. Well, it does, but actually has HP, you know, and is ridiculously fast. Did we see Louder's entry? It positions the round speakers on its head to assail foes with ultrasonic waves at massive volume. It builds power by stomping the ground. Now that I think about it, it was when I caught the shiny Loudred that I actually did the battles with the gym leaders. It has sound-generated organs all over its body. It communicates with words by adjusting the tone and volume of the cries it emits. News just in, I'm getting a headache from reading all these. It has a habit of challenging odds without hesitation. The test and strength it's been known to stand on train tracks, and yeah, I remember that. You fool! I mean, sure, that proves you're strong to stop a train, but why would you do that, you asshole? They've got places to go, man. Rather than keeping a permanent lair, it habitually seeks comfortable spots and sleeps there. It is nocturnal and becomes active at dusk. Also, I don't think we read this one because I caught him off screen. The same with Skitty now that I think about it. Its body emits a powerful magnetism. It feeds on prey that is pulled in by the force. Its magnetism is stronger in cold seasons. Find it in the Granite Cave. and you have to smash rocks. It's kind of a pain in the ass because you usually encounter Geodude instead, so it might take some time. And Skitty's adorably cute behavior makes it highly popular in battle. It makes its tail puff out, it threatens foes with a sharp growl. It's a rare encounter on that route, but occasionally you might see on the TV it'd be like a swarm of Skitty there, and then it'll be easier to encounter. But I caught it even when it was a rare encounter. So yes, I think we caught a Sableye on screen. We'll check it anyway. Digs branching holes in caves using its sharp claws in search for food, raw gems, and Sableye lurks in darkness and is seen only rarely, which is bullshit. When two later on meet in the wild, they fight for territory but bash into each other with their steel bodies. The sound of their collision carries for miles. Wasn't there a Digimon called Monochromon? It reminds me of that, which in turn reminds me of Ankylosaurus, I think, or maybe some other Pokemon. You know, because it's an armored dinosaur, you know, so it's kind of, that's probably what they've gone with. But I don't know if they based it on an Ankylosaurus. I think it was a different one actually. I can't remember. Its iron horns grow longer a little at a time. They are used to determine the Aggron's age. The gouges in its armor are worn with pride as mementos from battles. Or more importantly, because it can't frickin' do shit about it once it's there. Also, Medicide is not in this version, unfortunately, and I can't be arsed, you know, using a cheat to get him into this version. Even though I'm like using that whenever it comes to Pokemon that need to be traded to evolve, I'm not gonna bother with version exclusives. I'm not completing the Pokedex. I can't be arsed. I will as much as possible, but other than that, I can't be arsed. Magnetric. Because lightning falls in their vicinities, we just get this over with. Jesus Christ. The Magnetric were thought to have been born from lightning. In battle they create thunderclouds. Still haven't got you, despite the fact that you can actually get that in this version, as you can see. Must be a lot rarer than Ilbus, because could never find the bastard. This one's another version exclusive, haven't evolved you yet. We've already seen those entries. Did we see Wailord's entry? It breathes through nostrils that it raises above the sea. By inhaling to its maximum capacity, a Wailord can dive close to 10,000 feet beneath the waves. That's quite deep. Haven't evolved you yet? Haven't even caught you yet, or even evolved you, of course. Haven't evolved you yet. You have two forms here. Haven't evolved you yet. I think we caught this one rather than evolved it, didn't we? I think it's the Vipers in this version. Let's see. I haven't encountered you yet. Or maybe I did. Probably did at some point but failed to catch. Why weren't you in this version, asshole? Haven't evolved yet, haven't evolved yet. We caught that one at the place where Rayquaza is. Haven't evolved you yet. Evolved you. Amaldo usually lives on land, however when it hunts for prey, it dives beneath the ocean. It swims around using its two large wings. It was resurrected from fossil using the power of science. It swims by and rotating the 8 wings on its sides. They were feet that adapted to life in the sea. Seriously, this is giving me a headache. Can we get to the end of these entries already? Disguised itself as seaweed by making its tentacles sway unsuspecting prey that come too close or swallowed whole. It became extinct 100 million years ago. It is said to live at the bottom of large lakes, considered to be the most beautiful of all Pokemon. It has been depicted in paintings and statues. I think I read that one. Did not evolve you or you. Didn't I catch a Chimeco before? Did it not save or some shit? Because seriously, I do recall taking time out of my day to catch a Chimeco at Mount Bear, and it's not added, and I couldn't find him. It's just like, what the hell? Doesn't make any sense. I caught the Snorant off screen ages ago. It's in that one place, in the ice area of it. You know, the shoal cave? But I can't remember how I got to the ice portion of it. I can't remember what time of day it would have to be. Like, if the tide would have to be in or out. They tend to move about in groups of around 5 Snorant in snowy region. It is said that when they are seen late at night, snowfall will arrive by morning. Could be found out. I haven't evolved you though. We're nearly there. Sealer live in herds of ice flows. Using its powerful flippers, it shatters ice, it dives into the sea to hunt prey 5 times a day. Can't be found, of course, because you have to evolve it by accident, click on it. To protect its herd and lead the battles, anything that invades its territory, even at the cost of its life, its tusk may snap off in battle. I suppose it's very dedicated to... It's a very dedicated leader, I suppose. I haven't evolved Clampearl yet, because you have to trade it with an item, and I don't know what item we've got. So I don't know which Pokemon to summon to this game using cheats. Because I can't trade Pokemon. Seriously, this Pokemon is absolutely pointless, really, isn't it? I haven't got around to evolving you yet. The claws tipping its arms back, the destructive power to tear through thick iron sheets as if they were silk. It flies at over 60 miles per hour. Metagross has 4 brains. 4 brains? That are joined by a complex neural network. As a result of integration, this Pokemon is smarter than a supercomputer. Wow. Too bad it can't freaking communicate with us then, isn't it? Metagross would probably be very useful. It's just like such a shame that all they can do with such a freaking intelligent Pokemon is, okay, let's battle, yay! It's like, try to communicate with it. If you can communicate with it and it can communicate with us, like speaking and all that, it could be very useful for, like, you know, science. Wait, no, we already seen these entries, haven't we? Because we actually caught them on screen. Or did we, actually? A Pokemon that is made entirely of rocks and boulders, if parts of its body chip off in battle, Regirock repairs itself by adding new rocks. Because it pretty much is a giant rock. Because if I recall, 2 of them I had to do again off screen because they freaking got knocked out. I think you were one of them. Its entire body is made of Antarctic ice. After extensive studies, researchers believe the ice was formed during an ice age. So Regice was born because of an ice age happened. Its body is harder than any other kind of metal. The body metal is composed of a mysterious substance. Not only is it hard to... it shrinks and stretches flexibly. And we've seen the outcomes. That took way longer than it needed to. Yeah. It is time for us to fly.